little something to say about the success of a very special and influential teammate, Blake Griffin.
You know, Blake, everything that's happening for him, he deserves it because he's worked so hard and put so much into it, and he's a huge piece to our team being successful.
Of course, we know that Blake would say the exact same thing about Chris Paul. You know, Chris and Blake Griffin share so much in common when it comes to being the hardcore Clippers their owner brags about all the time.
And you think about it, Chris Paul is not easily impressed, nor is Doc Rivers for that matter, but both of these guys have praised Griffin for how hard he's worked and how far he's come in his career.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul out there with Jay, and it's Navarro in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Green, the screen. Bosh passes to Green. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Green's got his second basket of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Navarro, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Clutch. He's got 11 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in. The Heat trail by 16.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
For Miami, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And here's the break. Jumps up, and he jams it with authority.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Bosh, the screen. Winslow dishes to Wade. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clock at 6. Jordan the pass to Navarro, and that one's good. Clutch has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And the Heat call time here.
You can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosh. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago, got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
Navarro, that's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in the national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Wade up top. He picked up 18 points in the last win against Golden State.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Navarro, the pass to Jordan from 13. No good. The Heat go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Bosh, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. Bosh has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Got a piece of it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
A fader. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Stolen by Winslow. Lets it go. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 16 points for Chris Bosh.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
The Heat on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Tries to keep it alive. Wade has the open look. And another basket for Miami.
Timeout for the Clippers.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
And Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
You look at Clutch, he's really been playing well.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
The Heat trail by 16. Outside Dragic. No good on the triple.
The Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Jordan, and he dunks it down.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Another miss by Dragic.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone, and I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Shot clock at 6. Navarro And it's Dragic with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Wade in the corner. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Lets it fly. They grab their own miss.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Dragic kicks to Anderson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass. 3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
There's the dish to Wade. Shot from 12. Good. He hits the jump shot. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Stoudemire getting double teamed. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the second quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Outside Dragic. Another shot, and there's the play by Anderson inside. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And that one's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Ball against Dragic. And there's the pass to Navarro. And now here comes Dang, leading the break. And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3. Or just taking it to the rack himself.
Plenty of space. And another basket for Miami.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
11 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Jordan. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Navarro. No good on that last second attempt there. And we